Get up in jump position, Maya. Over the years, it's been very fun and amazing to watch the kids grow and develop.
Just another day in Sharadise. Occupational therapist Shari Mangas leads a lesson to ensure these kids live better lives.
Kids give up walkers and walk independently. We've had kids with behavior problems where they were biting themselves. That's been extinguished, and they were hitting others. They no longer hit, and they're now communicating. They were frustrated and couldn't get their communications out, and with the horse and the riding and the movement, it helped to develop the muscles of speech and the muscles of understanding speech in the brain.
It's called Hippotherapy. It's a simple concept, but there's a deep meaning and purpose. Here, they're strengthening the child's neurological function and sensory processing. He does this while riding one of these beautiful animals.
Children actually develop through movement, so as quickly as we can to get kids into good therapies, into good recreational activities, and this may look like recreation, but it's actually therapy for them to develop their brains and their bodies.
This place has been one of the best things for 5-year-old Maya. 2 times a week she makes laps being guided by these young people. They have the goal to work in physical or occupational therapy after college, and they see firsthand the progress Maya and others make.
It's actually kind of amazing because, I mean, you get to see them improve a lot, and just, I don't know, it's just really amazing to me.
It's awesome. I was hired about a year ago, and ever since I really love the whole program, everything that goes along with it. The improvements after about 6 months of working here, I started to see improvements in some of the kids, and it kind of drove me to get certified.
I've been working here for a long time, and I really enjoy watching the kids progress, because it's not just that they're able to play games, but it's that they're able to have the capabilities to do things in everyday life that really makes a huge difference.
When I first started out, I was really shy. I was very closed off, kind of in my shell kind of thing. And I started riding here, and I actually kind of came out of myself. I started becoming more open and being more adventurous and more confident in myself and what I could do. And I've seen so many changes with all the kids that come here.
Many come to Sharadise with difficulties such as walking, but in just a matter of time, progress is made and it continues on. Logan was born with several birth defects. As a parent, it's hard to know what to expect when you have a child with disabilities, but with each step, life becomes clearer.
Logan comes here because when he was born with multiple birth defects, which we knew about, mainly heart, respiratory, things like that. They said that he would never walk or crawl or roll over even. He's had 23 surgeries. He has a lot of stuff going on. When he started coming here, before it was just such a routine, everything we were doing with him, and now breaking up the routine and having him do something like this, you can really tell he really likes it. He really enjoys it. He works hard when he's here, which I love, but it helps a lot mentally, and that definitely goes over into the house.
Without these guys, none of this would be possible. Hippotherapy means treatment with the help of horses.
Children, even with cerebral palsy, can come with their tight muscles. The movement of the horse and the ability to ride the horse requires them to soften and relax their muscles. As a therapist, I know that these children can consciously override the spasticity when they want to. So once we teach them to do that, they're motivated by the horse to do that because they want to ride correctly, then I can strengthen those soft muscles correctly. We incorporate balls, footballs, scoop balls, basketballs, anything the kids can play with. Movement will actually develop the eye muscles. The horse also responds to the child responds to the horse.
Marn has a special relationship with her horse, Pete.
I think I've heard from every practitioner involved in her care that they just can't compete with Pete.
Pete seems to know the 17-year-old has been dealt a tough hand. He moves with ease and does not push her limits. She rides with her mom for safety and those alongside are well trained. Marn's been coming to Sharadise for 4 years.
Great to see just the stability in her core develop and her ability to lift her head up and to be able to raise her head. Even when she's on the floor now, she's able to raise her head from being on the floor.
With her cerebral palsy, that's the inability for the muscles and the brains to communicate. She cannot speak on her own. She doesn't feed herself. She's non-ambulatory, meaning she cannot move herself from place to place. So everything that physically she needs to do, we have to do for her. But this has really helped with just the ability to hold the head up for longer periods of time, have more control over her head and her trunk, being able to sit up better and stronger. You know, just the joy that kids get when they find an activity that they thoroughly can look forward to.
18-year-old Lauren has many special needs. Her mother, Pat, had nearly exhausted all possible types of therapy, but then she discovered Sharadise. And if Lauren's smile is any indication of progress, she's making strides.
We had pretty much went through every therapist in a 30-mile radius. And everybody was pretty much giving up on her learning anything. And it was a slow process at the beginning, but once Lauren started trotting and going faster, that made the biggest difference. She started playing. She would, interact back and forth with Shari and any of the people that were working with her.
Shari knows she can't do this without her employees. She's run this nonprofit for 11 years and holds these sessions in her barn on her land near Monticello, Minnesota. 30 kids with special needs are here weekly. Most come twice a week.
The kids love horses. And the other thing is, the reason they're effective is because the kids need the movement. They haven't experienced walking correctly. The horse replicates the human gait.
Shari connects with these kids. Her ambition drives all this, and the employees and parents help make it happen. And for those who need this, it's an opportunity to live better lives now and in the future.
It's just a different setting than a clinic setting where sometimes the kids know they can't do something, they end up feeling bad about themselves and their self-esteem. Here they feel really good about it, their goals are achieved and met, and the horse helps bring that about.